Hi, so this is Hafsa's, Katie's, and Vivian's group project for Novak's class on the e-learning website. So our website is going to focus on 6th grade mathematics from Weebly. So this is the home page, and first thing you're greeted with a picture of our children and also the announcements to our 6th graders and also to the parents. And then going down, we have math and vocabulary words that we try to stress in class and also online with examples. And then these are contact information where if you click, you get to email each of the co-teachers. So if you just quickly go on the About page, it tells you more about what this website is really about. So basically, this is going to be a unit on fun with ratios, proportions, and percentages. And this is based on a flipped classroom design where students can go on the website and watch videos and do practice problems and play games, and then go into the class where they get their puzzling questions to the teachers and to have more hands-on activities during class. So the learning objectives for this unit is for students to connect how proportions are enacted in real life, how to find tip and tax on a purchase, and how to compute word problems. And the standards are listed, and there's a short bio for all of the co-teachers. So there's Miss Vivian, Miss Makery, and Miss Katie.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the lessons section of our page. So if you click on lessons up here, it'll bring you to the actual screencasts and resources that we've posted for the students to look at home. So the bulk of it is the screencasts. We've each created a few screencasts for each lesson. So like day one starts with what are ratios, and Miss Vivian created a really nice screencast about that, and then she lists some resources to supplement the screencast. So basically every day is that format. Day two, what are proportions? Same thing, screencast and resources. Day three, same thing, and so on and so forth. So just to show an example of one of our screencasts, we have this one, which is about using proportions to calculate tip, and it goes through an example of um, a calculating tip problem. So, it reads a problem, and then it goes through each and every step, and it's basically my voice talking about what you need in order to complete this problem. So if you scroll forward a little bit, it's just me talking right now, but if you scroll forward, it's not doing anything. So it'll show you there's the first equation that the students will need, and it lays it all out for you. And if you scroll forward more, I teach how to set up the problem and plug in the information that they have out of the word problem. So that continues on, and it goes all the way to the end. It shows each and every step, cross multiplication and dividing in order to get a variable by itself. And it keeps going on, and how to write it into a complete sentence. So it goes through basically everything that we would expect the student to be able to do in class. And the purpose of this is so that they know what we expect. They come into class knowing what we expect. And then if they have questions about what we expect, or that they don't understand what we're explaining, they can ask us in class. So that's the whole purpose of the flipped classroom. So that's basically what the screencasts are. And then, like, as far as extra resources, we have games, practice problems. So for practice problems, we use Brain Pop a lot. And so they can, after watching a video, they can check their understanding, if they can define what a proportion is, define why we would use cross products, what that means. And if going along with the other Brain Pop video that we posted, they would be able to define other vocabulary words as well. So that's practice problems. And then there's also really great games. There was one somewhere up here, and it's called the Ratio Blaster, and it's just something that kids would enjoy doing, but it incorporates math as well. And you'll see that they just have to match up this ratio to the spaceships they have to zap, I guess. So like 3 to 4 would be the same as 6/8, and they would keep going that way. 4 to 8 would be the same as 1/2, or 3/6. Oh, well, now that's wrong, but you get the idea. So that's the lessons page.
All right, so the next tab is the calendar tab. So if you scroll down, it shows like the organized list of everything that we have planned. So on the left side, it shows what you have to come to class prepared having. So for example, on October 7th, before the kids come to school, they have to watch the day 1 video on what are ratios, and also take notes in their math notebooks, because in class we won't be going over the notes. And then on the right side, it tells you what we'll be doing in class. So for the lesson, we'll be working in groups, working with partners, working on projects, and to go off with what they watched in the video. As we go on, okay, so in the calendar, it goes day by day what videos they have to watch, so everything's organized. As we go down, like one of us co-teachers will keep adding to the chart. For now, it's just on the unit we're working on. All right, so the last tab. This is our class blog, which will be used a lot after the lessons page. So this is more like a blog where the students will have to interact with one another. They'll have to go on this weekly. So for example, there's a lot of different posts. I'll start with the bottom. Okay, so we use a lot of different resources. For example, figurethis.com. There are open-ended questions which students have to answer. They are able to add comments, to talk to one another. They have to every week reply to each other's in their classroom, and also us teachers will be right. So this is also the same type of problem, but for this one, it requires the students to create a Voki to reply with their answer, and also, once again, comment on other students. All right, let me just scroll up. All right, so this is another type of problem where students have to show their work and write through it. And there's also some create your own problems where students can come up with any problem, like any word problems, to have their classmates answer them, dealing with what we've been learning in class. There's a lot of review questions to go through. All right. Yeah, that's it. Also, the students are able to, if they find anything that they would like to share with the class or anything, they can also post it on the blog, and other students can reply back. So it's like a backward things, like teachers can post, students can post, vice versa. All right, thank you for watching our website.